What a beautiful day. 75 degrees, man. Whew. It's gonna rain all week next week though. It sucks, but we'll worry about that later. For now, 50mm 101 Duro. 50mm 101 Duro. Yeah, got the park to ourselves again. Very nice. Oh, very beautiful day today. Hey, what's up, YouTube? Number 260. Today is Sunday, March 9th, 2025. It's about 3 o'clock p.m. California West Coast time. And 75 degrees today. And yeah, man, we're gonna be springing forward in our skateboarding. Oh man, much better today. I was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna take my blood pressure medicine today. That's what stopped me yesterday, actually, tell you the truth. 90% of it because I was drowsy. So that's why I forgot some of the little stories. So I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna fill in a little bit of the story today from yesterday because I don't really have anything to say today. No stories. I wore it all out from yesterday. So when I was talking about the cup, the master pouring the cup to the student, what happened is most of the cup that they bring is already full from their own knowledge, right? Like I was saying, when I went to the UTI school, the mechanic school, all these guys, including me, we were reading like, performance magazine, hot rod magazines, and they tell you how to like put on like headers and carburetors with extensions, double pumper carburetor with the hood scoops and ring compressions and you know what I mean, like all that racing stuff, right? Back then it was drag racing was huge. I'm talking about like in the 90s, right? Late 80s and early 90s. So the first thing when we went to the basic class, the professor, the first thing he told us was to throw all that shit out of our brain, right? He didn't use the cup incident, but it's the same thing. Empty your cup, right? Like take all that knowledge that you know from reading all those magazines, right? Yeah, so you know what I mean? Like take all that, empty the cup. Just like Bruce Lee said, empty your mind, right? It's right here. It's up the street right here. Look. See right there. Right up here. Another one coming. Another one coming. Damn, that must be some crazy shit. Should we go check it out? Go check it out. Must have been a shooting or something. I was wondering when the ambulance is gonna come. I mean the fire truck. There you go. Now it's complete. 3 cop cars, ambulance, and a fire truck. Yeah, man. When you come watch my videos, you never know what's gonna happen, you know what I mean? So anyway, talk about the empty the cup, right? So if we have all our bullshit that our own understanding and everything, like let's take that automotive, right? We already know about all these you know, hot rod shit and hack and how to hack engines or whatever, and then when the teacher is pouring the teapot, our tea is already full, right? So then you keep asking yourself, hey, my tea is already full. Yes, but it's full of your own bullshit, right? The new stuff never got into the tea because the cup is already full, you know? So because I was all drowsy and shit and going to like stories after stories, I forgot all about this shit. So that was the whole thing. That's why Bruce Lee said, empty your mind, you know? So you can get fresh information, right? The real information that you paid money for, right? Like we pay money to go learn how to be a mechanic, right? Or technician or whatever, and we're getting these information that we paid for, but we're not getting it because our cup is full of bullshit. All our bullshit's in there, so it can't, you know, it can't refill the new stuff. Same thing, right? That's why they said God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth, right? So we listen more, talk less. When you talk, you don't learn anything. When you listen, you absorb information and knowledge. And another thing I was gonna touch on was when that samurai was talking about that his wife bought the coat hanger and everything, and she said bought it for us. And the first thing I was thinking, yeah, 1 for the husband and 5 for the wives, because you know I love my wife, man. You know I love her. I almost, like I said, I almost took my own life, man, just for her. And that's a foreshadowing, okay, of the next story coming. But we're gonna talk about that after we go skate, because you know I don't wanna embark. I already embarked all stories yesterday's video. So when we got into that apartment over there, she's like, yeah, don't worry about it. About the closet, I'm gonna move a little bit over, and then you can hang the t-shirts, whatever, right? But you know, I've been with her 22 years, so I know the deal, right? I know the secrets. Of course, you know, the whole hot closet she got, and then we got like a 4-drawer plastic thing, you know. Or actually, the first time we got a 6-drawer. She goes, you know, I'm gonna put my stuff in this, and then I'll give you the stuff. And yeah, I don't know if I got even one drawer from it. So every time we got a drawer, I never got the thing. So anyway, let's go jog first. That's our first plan. Let's go jog. So it's time to spring forward, baby. Springing time, okay? Another fire truck. All right. See you in 2 minutes. See you in 2 minutes. Oh wait, I didn't even see there was a cop there. Oh, much better today. On a jog. Whew. Man, I feel good. Not even tired. Remember the first time I did it like 2 weeks ago? I was so tired. I remember what I say. I say no more stories, right? Look, the story finds me. So I guess it was a guy in a sweatshirt or something. He got in a fight. He got beat up and shit. So he asked if I seen somebody that came by here in a sweatshirt. 2 guys, and they got beat up. I said, nah. Haven't seen anyone through here. Just us, you know. We've been here for you know, like an hour already. So that's cool. And then he's like, "What's your name?" "My name is Lo." He goes, "Vonaraj." "How do you spell it?" "VONGNARAJ." And he says, "What's your birthday?" I said, "March 16, 1971. I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be 54 actually in about 2 weeks." So he's like, "Oh, all right, thank you." I said, you know what I mean? Like, hey, you know what? From that security guard story from yesterday, right? You know what I mean? You get better with sugar than salt, right? So I gotta play the sugar part. I gotta remind myself, sugar is better than salt. Let's get springing some skateboarding. Oh man, I feel good today. Whew. I mean, my foot still hurts a little bit, but still, you know. Dang it! Not even first try. That was a first dive. Try again. Why not? First dive, brother. Man, when I'm sitting at the house, I was watching and I swore I could put my, you know, like ollie, right? Like that. Man, when I'm sitting there watching those videos, you know, kind of like the same video that I'm making, you know, called like over 40, and he's just ollieing, and me like, yeah, I could put my foot up. I'm like, I'm thinking, put your knee up more, and then I come here and I'm like, fuck, can't do that shit, man. Just tells you need a lot of practice, man, lots of practice. Lots of jumping, lots of practice. Man, I lost my vertical leap already. I gotta do this. That's what it worked like, it did what I did, it did in my brain. Because I was like, I'm gonna miss it and jump forward. And that's what happened. Test right here. Yeah. True test. That was it. The more I jump off, the 50% more chances, less chance that I have to do. So from 100, now I'm at 50. Next one is gonna be 25. So I got 50% right now. I had 100 the first time. Weak. I need more of these ones. See how I went in the grass? I wanted to do it, but then I was like, go towards the grass so I don't get hurt. Man, that's a pussy way out. There we go. Yeah, see? Once you get one confidence up, the confidence keeps going, you know? That's why you see some people in the videos, they'll do a kick flip before they go for like the gap or the stairs or the rail, right? 360 kick flip, whatever comfortable trick they can do, they do it. And you can see right there, you know, the proof, you know? Oh man, much better than yesterday, right? Yeah, yesterday no, I'm serious, my ankle was hurting a little bit, but the drowsiness was more. This one is only hurting like 5% today. Yesterday was like 10%, 10 or 15, you know? Plus I had the drowsiness. Yeah, I didn't work out. I was like, fuck it, we'll come today. Plus the weather's hotter too. 4 more degrees. Yesterday was 5 more. Yesterday was 70, today 75. Plus the time changed. Now we got more time to skate, right? Everything's all in the up and up. Spring forward, you know what I mean? That's the name of the video, right? So after all these days since last Sunday, like 6 days sitting there, or 5 days, whatever, I mean including yesterday, after I came here, just watching videos after videos after videos, and sleeping, dreaming, waking up, and you know, 2 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 1 in the morning, and it's like, man, you know, I need to go skate, you know? Because it's gonna rain this whole week. I hope not. If it doesn't rain Tuesday, we're coming out here for sure. Even if it's overcast. You know what I mean? The show must go on, right? So anyway, story time, baby. So I woke up like around 12:30 last night, you know? And I was just like, you know, tired of watching, you know, politics, you know, listening to songs and watching skateboarding. So I was like, you know, on my cooking channel, they always recommend like kung fu movies, you know? So I was looking around at like about 2 or 3, and I couldn't find it, and I found this one. It's a 30 episode, okay? But it's in one video. It's like 20 hours long. It's a soap opera, you know? This is the kind of movies that my dad loved to watch. You know, they got like flying swords and anyway. It's called a legend hero, the legend hero or something like that, or the legend of heroes. I'll put it in the description, okay? If you want to watch it, you should watch it, man. It's very. That's one thing about Chinese, South Korean, and Japanese people, man. They know how to do is tell an action story, you know, love, betrayal, remorse, revenge, you know, like action. Nice for cinematic or cinematography. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, it's like cinematic, right? But there's another word that has something. Let's see. Anyway, you know how like they'll be fighting and leaves to flow down, kind of like Crouching Tigers, you know. Which is, I don't even think it was that good. It's okay compared to like House of Flying Daggers. I think House of Flying Dagger was way better than Crouching Tigers, you know? Because Chow Yun-fat doesn't even know how to fight. And he could barely speak Cantonese, you know what I mean? Like he's more like American action, like all around, right? They got the real, you know, Chinese actors. I rather see the real Chinese actors. Yeah, I rather recommend House of Flying Daggers than Crouching Tigers. You know, everything was way done like better. Like when he throws the boomerang star. I mean, it's leaves coming down. But you know my number 1 movie, right? Hero. With Jet Li, that has everything you want, man. Hero. Anyway, think of like Hero. Kind of like Hero, but like episodic. I love like episodic because when I watch those movies and it ends, I'm like, oh fuck, already? Damn, now what am I gonna watch? So this one's 30 episodes, but they put in one video. It's 20 hours long, right? And I'm not, I don't want to spoil, you know, I'm just gonna not spoil, but give you one segment of it, you know, like one section of it, kind of like overall. So there was two clans, they were fighting. There was like two brothers, you know, blood brothers. You know how they always say, hey, you know, you sworn to be my brother. And then his wife was pregnant, and everyone got, you know, killed, all destroyed except for those three. And then so, you know, the guy got him on a horse, took off on a horse, right? And then they're running on a horse, and she's pregnant, and then you know, like he got shot. She got shot, you know, trying to defend her off and let her get away, and so I'm saying that a lot because there's something to do with the son, right? The son that's born, so he becomes like the protagonist of the story, you know. So he's born, and they're like, oh, you know, he has the name Jin, right? Jing. So he's like, oh, you know, these masters like, oh, we found this guy, right? Got to teach him, and he's not learning very much, you know. He's not that good as they thought. Like usually he's the gifted one, right? But anyway, it turns out later on he finally like, and then he was practicing, and then another teacher came, not the other like 7 teachers I was teaching him. Another one came and told him that he needs to breathe and relax and all that. That's why he's not, because the teacher was showing him how to use the sword, and then he stabbed it in the rock. It's kind of like, you know, like the sword in the stone, right? So then he's like, whatever. He's like, right? He couldn't pull it out. But then he was telling him to, you know, do the breathing technique and all that, and then after that, you know, months and years or whatever later, he just, right? And then later, because once in a while, the other 5 or whatever masters, 7 masters, whatever, I don't know, I didn't count, you know, 5 to 7. Every time he came to practice with him, they would like beat him easily, you know, like they would just like, bah, bah, right? And then one of them came and thought he was gonna do the same thing, and then boom, boom, and he just boom, like boom, right? Hit him on the head, and he just flew back. He's like, what the hell? And he's like, oh, sorry, you know what I mean? He's like, oh, sorry. And he goes, who's been teaching you? You know what I mean? Because what he learned from these guys already like maxed out, so he couldn't get no more. But then that other teacher showed him another technique, right? You know, that's why I'm watching all these different videos, right? Same thing with Bruce Lee, when he came up with Jeet Kune Do, right? It means the art of intercepting fists, right? So you go from here to there. That's it. No, you know what I mean? In the movie, he did that just for movie's sake, you know? And the nunchucks, no. In real life, he just go, right? Right? But I mean fast. I'm talking like lightning fast, dude. So the same way, he took like boxing, fencing. I think most of his style came from fencing, you know? Right? Because if you watch, he's always like, right? I think he stands this way, right? You know? He go, yeah. But I'm gonna do this way because my stance this way. Much easier. So, right? Right? He goes, pa-pa! Right? He kicks, boom, boom, like 3 or 4 times. Then he bounces back. Same thing with fencing. So you got fencing, right? You know what I mean? Like, so even though he did Wing Chun with Master Ip Lee, you know, or Master Ip IP, whatever. Wing Chun, right? Right? But I think more his thing was fencing, because he didn't want to build his muscle to be big, but fast, right? He wanted to do fast, you know. He wanted to be fast, and then fencing's all about going in and out. Like some people would tell him he could go in and kick you and be out in not even 1 second, like 0.3 of a millisecond. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. I probably lost my thought already, like always. So I should have finished that and then go to Bruce Lee. But now I lost my thought. And I can't blame it on being drowsy this time because I'm wide awake. I'm just too excited, man. You know. Anyway, so all right, get back to the movie. So so then they said, all right, you know, we're gonna let you go, and you know, so then the movie finally starts, right? So he goes, and anyway, I don't want to spoil that, but the part I wanna tell you is later on down the line, he ends up being trying to hide from the bad guy, and he went in his mom's not his mom's the bad guy's mom's room. They're both like almost the same age because that guy was looking for him. So, and then her nose running. So the guy that helped her when she was running away when she was pregnant, he ended up being like an emperor or something, and she ended up marrying him, right? You know, so you can keep the baby. The baby is the protagonist is a enemy, you know, her real son, and so he went in there, and at the same time they arrested her husband and his stepdaughter. So she went and freed them, right? And he just walked away real fast, and but then he followed her to her room, and then you know the protagonist is still in the room, right? Like watching through the closet, and then her real husband comes in, and she kept all the stuff that's from the ninja village. That's where they were from. So she brought she brought his spear. It had his name on it. He carved his name on the spear. All the instruments, all the tools and all that. She brought it all and put it in her room, you know, to remind her of a real husband. So that hit me hard, you know, because you know my wife just passed away. Like, oh man, like teary, you know, like I'm almost tearing right now, man. And then so then he was telling all these stories about all the tools, without giving her the answer that he's her husband, you know. And so anyway, so then her real son came to the thing, and so she had to hide her husband in the closet, and then he saw him, and then he like took that spear that was his name on it, he threw it and stabbed him right through the closet, and he's like, no. And then he stepped out, and she says, that's your biological father. And then now her husband comes in, you know, which is stepdad, and now they're all in that same room. And then no, he didn't come in yet. Sorry, just the son came in, and he's telling him, you know, he's like, I don't care, you know, my dad's my dad, blah, 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 you know, you're my father, you know, and he goes, you're my enemy, I want to kill you. But then the, you know, protagonist came in and fought him so they could run away. But they didn't run away far, but then, you know, a little bit long, you know, story, blah, 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 anyway. So then they got caught again in the middle of the forest. And now the dad shows up on a horse with like 10,000 armies or whatever, you know, shit ton of soldiers, and they're like, well, that's it. And then he comes up and he's like saying, you know, so we've been together 18 years. Did you even have any, you know, affection for me? She said, I just did it because I thought my husband was dead, right? So she faked to love him but now she says, now that he's alive, she's not gonna lie to him that she doesn't love him, you know. She loves her husband. And then her son had a needle thing with a, oh shit, my nose, I was sneezing, my nose running and shit. So he had a needle thing with poison on it, and then his dad thought he was gonna come to him, right? So he grabbed his hand, and he fucking betrayed him. Oh shit, another, damn it. Yeah, ever since they changed my medicine to dialysis, man, now I'm like, I got allergies and shit now, man. Piss me off. Shit. I always sneeze like 10 times. Anyway, he thought he was gonna come to his side, but it ends up, he fucking poisoned him. You know, some shit like that. You know, killed him, trying to kill him. Oh, fuck. That was 5 sneezes. Yeah, so, come on. 9 sneezes already. Damn it. I hate that. Come on, that's it. No more. Anyway. So he was like, so he asked her and she's like, no, I don't love you, you know? I love my husband. But can I ask you for one favor, right? Please let us go, you know? You know what I mean? And see, that right there shows what kind of heart someone has, right? Because my wife did that. She found someone when she was alive and said, I love this, you know, guy or whatever. You know? I'd be like, okay, you know? I would. I mean, it would hurt me, you know? That she found somebody else, you know, like the Guns N' Roses, I mean the Poison song, you know? Every rose has its thorns, just like every night has its dawn. Every cowboy sings a sad, sad song. Every rose has its thorns. Yeah, it does. You know that one part? She found somebody new, and that I never meant that much to you. It tears me up inside and see you. Cuts me like a knife, I guess. Every rose, sing it, has its thorns, just like every night has its dawn. Man, I bought that tape. Open up and say, ah, right? Had the big old, this is like 1985 or something like that. Had a big old, like, the face is sick, dude. Like green eyes, like a snake eyes with green and red, all red with black stripes. And it's got the big old demon tongue and vein. And so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go get it. Fucking, you know, there's no pre-order back then. So I go get it, and it had the fucking thing blacked out halfway like that. Like, cut the tongue in half, you know? Yeah, man. Censorship, man. Censorship is weak as fuck. You know what I mean? But anyway, man, that song, I bought that tape. I think it was like $12, $13. And you know, the thing about tape is they stretch out, you know? They stretch the more you play, you know? Just ask anybody that own like one porn VHS tape. They'll tell you. You know, after like the best part, right? And then it gets fucked up. You're like, oh man, that's the only part I wanted to see. Anyway, after a while, the song gets all, you know? Yeah. Every rose has its thorn. Oh man, I was only like 14 years old. Yeah, you know. And I remember this one girl. Her name was Priscilla. Oh man, I was so like, had a crush on her. She didn't even give me the time of day, man. She didn't even look at me, you know. It's one of those things. That's why those love songs are so powerful, you know. You get rejected, and then it's like, fuck, you know. You can only dream, right? Can only hope. Oh man. It sucks, man, when you see guys, because you know I was a victim of one of them, you know. You fall in love so hard. Like I remember this one guy, Mark. He loved this girl named what was her name? Fuck, I forgot. I see her face, but I forgot her name. Like he bought her like big old, like in class, you know, brought in big old flowers and balloons on her birthday, and man, yeah, love is hard, especially when you're young, man. I didn't have no guidance really, you know what I mean? I was scared to go ask my sisters and my brother, you know, how to deal with it, so I tried to do it myself. Where's this going, Lo? Man, my story is like a freaking river, right? It keeps flowing and then going to their own little, or like a tree root, right? They keep going on their own different parts of the ways. I can never finish this story. That's why you gotta go watch the movie. I'm putting it in the description for sure, man. Go watch it. Oh, you'll love it. So, like I said, the guy's heart, right? It's either gonna be chaos or humble, right? Because he could let her, if he really loved her, right? Just like the saying, right? If you really love someone, you set them free, right? When they come back, that means it's meant to be. See, I rhyme. But then there's the joke one. You let someone free, they don't come back, you hunt them down and kill them. So that's, see how the heart can be? Like, you know what I mean? It could be sugar or salt, right? Sugar or salt. So then he's like, so he used the salt method. He goes, no, I can't let you go. If anybody can't have you, if I can't have you, nobody can have you. So, you know, that's pretty much what it's meaning, right? Because you don't want to let him go. So then they pull Romeo and Juliet, right? The husband's like, no, everything's my fault. I take the, you know, he goes, I have my stepdaughter, I have my wife, I got nothing to lose, right? So he figured if he killed himself, then she could go back with him, right? But then it's almost like a worse than death. If you live with somebody that you don't love and it's forceful, you know, like you live with someone like a roommate or whatever, you have walking on eggshells, it's worse, you know? You know what I mean? Like I'd rather be homeless than live with someone that I have to walk eggshell, and that's how I felt when I went to New Jersey, man. There goes the there goes the water. Don't be surprised, you know, my stories, that's how it works, all right? So 2 years ago when I moved to my brother in Pleasantville, he promised me, you know, like he has a big yard I could build half pipe, right? I always wanted to build half pipe, right? My own half pipe. And but then when I got there, I didn't know that he had a roommate that he takes sides over his family, right? And then they go to work, they sleep till like, they go to work, you know, swing shift, they get home at 4, they sleep till like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe longer. So I can't make any noise before like 2 o'clock, right? I can't even go out there and work on my ramps or nothing until 2 o'clock. And then, you know, because I went there in like this time, before the time spring forward. So it got dark, you know. And then at nighttime, my nephew, he goes to sleep at 9 o'clock because he wakes up at 5 in the morning to go to work. So they come home, he gets up. So I got between 2 and like 8 o'clock. And then, but at nighttime I can't do nothing to build my ramps, right? So if you see me in those videos, my face are like all like bloated, my voice all crackling, because my spirit died, you know? My spirit, even though I got the dream ramp that I wanted to build, but because of all the eggshell that I have to walk on and all the, I have to schedule my you know, I would wake up. Instead of doing that, I would just walk 6 miles to the skate park in Atlantic City, hang out there all day, and then come home. You know, that's not a way to live, man. Right? So if she went back with him, like she said, she brought all those things in her room, so it reminds her of her husband, you know, of her love, her husband, all the little things. Even my wife, before I left, she's like, let me have one of your sweater. Like, for what? So I can have the smell that reminds me, you know, reminds me of you. Same thing with my cats, right? When I gave my cats away, I put a bunch of my t-shirts in the, you know, in the old one, you know? Not the new one, because the new one would smell like Tides or Clorox, whatever. So the old one, so they can have like a little comfort, that the smell, you know, of me, that I'm there, you know? So anyway, the husband took the spear and stabbed himself. And was, no, right? And he goes, you know, he thanked his wife and his daughter and everything, and, you know, now he can die as a happy, you know, like that Hootie song, you know, lay me down so I can go to sleep. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. Time, you ain't no friend of mine. I don't know where I'm going. I think I'm out of my mind. Killing on time. Oh, down, 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 down. Time. Why you punish me? You know what I mean? He's like, lay me down. He found, you know, like Hootie, he's raised in, what, is it North Carolina? One of those. Yeah, North Carolina, I think. So he went back and found his love, you know, and he can die happy. So, you know, everyone, even, you know, like Hootie and the Blowfish, to, you know, like, a lot of these connect, you know, if you search for it, they connect. Just like my boogers are connecting. I remember there's a joke. He goes, when I was a kid, we go, what's this? I go, I don't know. They say, what do you call it? A car running across a railroad track, you know? Because you got the two snot coming down. I don't know, we thought it was funny. I was only like, what, 5 years old? Something like that. See, even with kids, man, we had jokes, you know? Nowadays, man, we're gonna die because no one jokes around, no one laughs. You know, laugh brings so much spirit. Like I told you, man, when I was in New Jersey, I was miserable, man. My heart was dark. It was hard to naturally laugh, you know? Like right now, fuck, I'm like in, what do you call it? Cloud 9, you know? Maybe Cloud 10, Cloud 14, Cloud 9,000, you know what I mean? Except for my freaking allergy. It's over 9,000! Lo, finish the fucking story already, damn you. So, I want to make sure I don't forget nothing. Like that last video, I forgot some shit because I was all drowsy, man. I don't like that, you know? I like to finish my story in detail. So then, you know, he finished his speech, you know, how happy he was and all that shit. I had to do some snot rockets over there because, you know what I mean, the wind was blowing this way. Like they said, you know, don't piss against the wind. So, man, just, you know, how can you not cheer for that, man? So, I cheer even more because, like I said, man, I just lost my wife in January. You know, a month ago. So then his wife took the sword and killed herself. And then her son was like, "No, mom," because he was a mama's boy, right? Even though he's like a bad, like a bad character, because of his dad, you know what I mean? But his mom, kind of like, the video games, Symphony of the Night, right? Alucard, right? Which is Dracula backwards, right? ALAR, right? DRA, drag CULA. So ALUCARD, right? So his name's Alucard, which is Dracula backwards. His mom was human and his dad was a vampire, right? She was a chemist, right? She was a chemist. And so back then, in Romania, like what, 1400s or 1300s, so they thought she was a witch. So they put her on a stake and sacrificed her. But Dracula, just like her son, found the good side. Just like I was hardcore, man, when I was like a lone, like a lone wolf, People fuck with me, be like, fuck you, I didn't give a shit. I had no one to live for, right? When I met my wife, the good side of her came, like the softer side. I had the yin, right? She had the yang, right? Or whatever, which one the soft side is, together. And but then when they killed his wife, you know what I mean? He fucking fried the whole town, man, and beyond. He fucking conjure hell, open up hell, and all the monsters and all that shit, like every bad, evil shit came out. And fuck all those people up, man, for killing his wife. I don't blame him, So if you see that, it's like, sometimes we see somebody or we hear about somebody, we don't know the story, right? And we think, oh, that's like people here, right, in America. Oh, Putin bad. For Ukraine, for Europe. Nobody knows, man. Nobody knows. Just like Dracula, right? He was bad at first, but then he like calmed everything down. He calmed all his demons and everything, all his monsters and all that. Like don't fuck with anybody no more. And once in a while he'll come out and suck on like somebody's blood or something. I mean, which is bad, but still he didn't. But then they had to go and kill his wife, So where am I going with this? See, I already forgot. So I was talking about, the video game, right? Symphony of the Night. But anyway, maybe I'll go back to it. Let's finish, or try to finish the story. So she killed herself, right? And she's like, oh. And then his son, right? No, because he's, like I said, right, he was mama's boy. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Because Dracula was Alucard was mama's boy, so he wanted to feed his dad because he had the goodness from his mom. Same thing with her son. He was distraught because she killed herself, right? And then his eyes all red and all. I don't know if I think that made him even more mad, right? That his mom killed herself. And then the dad's like, he retreated with all his soldiers and everything. So they were having the funeral, they were burning whatever, prayer and all that shit. That's why I always tell you, man, go visit your friends and family, because the dead do not need shit. But they did, they did the spiritual thing, sending the spirit. But for me, I know, right, because I believe in Jesus Christ. those who believe in him, shall not perish, but have everlasting life, right? So I know she's in heaven, You know what I mean? Before, they used to go to like a holding cell in the old Bible. That's why Jesus came down, sacrificed his life, right? So that way there's a bridge. Now there's a bridge. Instead of holding cell, you go straight to heaven, That's what I believe. Everybody can believe different. But for me, I've lived this long. I survived this long, and all my prayers have come true. All of them, every one of them. Except the one that, when I was praying, right, on a Christmas, and I was like, please, Lord, don't let it rain. I got a new BMX bike, right? And then it fucking rained, man, on Christmas. It's like, fuck, got a brand new bike. Can't ride it now. It's fucking raining. Thanks a lot, God, right? But then I said, why'd you do that, God? What the hell did you do that for, man? I thought, you've answered my prayer all these times. Why not now? And then he says, look, Lo, there's all those farmers out there, all the gardeners. They need water for their plants and their crops. All those people growing all those opium and marijuana plants, okay? They need to sell that shit, You know what I mean? So I either let you have have a nice day riding your fucking bike, or help all the plants, all the people, all the farmers, all the drug dealers, everybody, good and bad. There's always good and bad, okay? That's how you gotta look at it. But which one would then he asked me, which one would you do if you were me? And I was like, tell the truth, I would do the bike. But then I'm like, nah, morally, yeah, I would help out the farmers and the drug dealers. They're growing the opiums and the marijuana plants, It's right? It serves you right. And that wasn't my story anyway. I just put it in my story just to make it sound good. Just like, in Mac Damien, right? Remember? When he was at the psychologist's office in the movie Good Will Hunting. And then he's like, oh man, wish I had a blowjob right now, a cigarette and some coffee, right? And he had the mic on at the airport, right? Not the airport, in the airplane. And he's like, yeah, fuck, what I wouldn't do for a blowjob right now and a cigarette and some coffee. So then the stewardess ran towards the front, right? And then Matt Damien says, hey honey, don't forget the coffee and the cigarettes. And then what's his name? What's his name? I can't remember his name. Come on, man. Robin Williams. He goes, oh yeah? Was that true? He goes, nah, He said, I just say that in the first person, so it makes it sound better, right? Where am I going? I don't know, man. I can't stop my stories. Man. Yeah, so much of I don't have a story to tell after this. Oh man. So anyway, they had the funeral and everything, and so his son shows up, right? And it was all snowing and everything, like heavy snow, and he's coming in. He's like, he's all white, and it's got snow everywhere. And then they had those, remember the 5, I'm just gonna say 5, the 5 instructor from the beginning of the movie. They were like standing in a single line on one side of the room, and they're like, you can't come in, and he goes, and they try to stop him, and the teacher, the one teacher that was teaching him, not the 5, the other one, so he touched his shoulder and he's like, you can't go in. So then he went in, he kept walking. So then that teacher pulled the sword out to stab him in the back of the neck, right? You know what I mean? Like they don't like him because he killed a lot of people. And then the Lord, thank you, Lord. The sword, right? Stop. It was like, he's like, right? That's what I'm talking about, man. The way they film the movie and the way they make it stop, right? It stopped like right here, right? Like right before his neck. You know? And I was like, what the hell? You know, he stopped. So then he kept walking. And then as they pull the frame out, right? The screen of the movie, it had the protagonist, right? He was sitting there with the girl, you know, the stepdaughter. He grabbed it like that, and like all this blood was coming down. So he stopped from killing that guy, like that, right? So then he kept walking, and he went to burn the 3 incense, you know. Like he gets in there, right? Then he got the 3 incense, right? And he puts the incense on. And then he left, right? So we went outside, and the lonely teacher that he had, you know, says, "Why'd you do that for?" He says, he still have a little bit of goodness in him. You know, people can change. You know what I mean? Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like the way the sword stopped, the way after that the story told. So it didn't stop there. So he goes outside and he just sits in there, you know, like, you know, what do you call it? What's it called? Mourning. So we're sitting up there. So he's mourning, right? So he's got all snow fell on him. And then one of the girl came out with the umbrella. Right? So she put the umbrella over him. And then he said, "What, you're gonna come out here and you know, insult me? Go ahead." You know? And then she was saying, you know, your mom don't want you to be like this, you know. She wants you to live on and do good. You know what I mean? And then she wiped little detail, okay? She wiped the snow off his, you know, off his shirts and everything. So she wiped his, you know, little details, man. That's why I love soap operas, because they go into like details, you know, and they wipe them off, and then told him that, you know, she knows that he has his mom's goodness in him, you know, that to carry that on. That's foreshadowing, right? Because I think that was only number 5, I think, episode. There's 30, right? Man, that's foreshadowing that he's gonna come back, and so they're gonna have more like bad guys coming in, you know, like more and more bad guys, like bad. Oh man. All right, that's all the stories. So we're gonna do another run. So, and do another run, okay? Alright, see you in 2 minutes. Oh yeah, another one down, baby. Yeah, that one wasn't too bad either. Come on, man. Come on, man. Three is a magic number. Yes, it is. Three is a magic number. Somewhere in the Trinity of Subway. Somewhere in the Destiny Trinity, you get three as a magic number. A couple, a mom and a dad has a baby. They got three in the family. The tripod that the freaking camera is sitting on got 3 legs. You know what I mean? So you know how to count? 3, 6, 9, right? 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Let's count backwards, baby. 3 times 10 is 30. 3 times 9 is 27. 3 times 6 is... Wait. 3 times... Never mind. Start over. 3 times 1 is 30. 3 times 9 is 27. 3 times 8 is 24. 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 4 is 12. And 3 times 3 is 9. And then 3 times 2 is 6, of course. And then 3 times 1. You see, man? Back in the day, man. You know what I mean? Merit. Education, man. Even songs. You know, even in my country, man, we have songs to sing about numbers. You know, people say, you know, Asian people, they're just good with math. No, man, everybody's born the same. Like I was telling my sister today, right? I was telling my sister Mani, you know, when we're born, right? We crawl, right? And then we stand up. But through those times, we fail and fail and fail and fail. We keep doing it as a baby, as a little kid. Then you stand up. Then you walk, right? Then you talk. Then you jog. Then you run. Then you jump. But then after you jump, for some reason, some people just quit, man. They'll say, "Oh, I can't do that." But when you're a baby and you're a kid, you never stop, man. It's like I was walking home yesterday. You know, I was walking and there was this guy who was on the phone, and then his son was running, probably like 4 or 5 years old, you know, running behind him. And he was running, and he was running on the curb, you know, like just every curb he saw, he jumped on and started running across. Because I do that too. I try to do that too. If I see curbs, I start walking. I try to walk on it, you know, try to learn my balance. And he'd be, you know, like this. And he'd jump off, and then he'd run into another curb. He'd run and jump off while his dad's playing with the phone. So, you know, I incorporate that shit in my mind, man. That's why I love, just like when that video in Fullerton, I was skating with those kids, Gideon's kids and Ronnie Krieger's kid. And I just saw they just fall, jump on, fall, jump on, fall, jump on, fall, jump on. They never even stop. You never see them sit down or hold a board or jump, get on, jump, get on, jump, get on, jump. Like the whole time, man. Right? So when you have that kind of energy, you know, you see that kind of energy around you, right? You feed it, man. You like I absorb that. That's why even though my foot was hurting that day, I didn't really feel it, you know, because those kids all around, I was absorbing their energy, their orbs, their orbies. Damn it! I was hoping it was 3 is a magic number. Okay, 5 is a magic number. 5, baby. Nope. 6. That was the sketchiest of the sketchies. That was like sketchy sketchers. Alright, right here. Sketchy sketchers. I keep wanting to grind this bad boy. Bad boy. Wanted to grind this bad boy. People coming. I had to stop because, you know, pedestrian. Got it right here, baby. Thinking too hard. No, because see, I mean, as much as I like to use sugar versus salt, I mean, you see the fucking guy, right? He got all that other side, the whole other side, you know? He could fucking walk his shit, right? But yet he fucking chose to walk this side. You know what I mean? Like shit like this, I don't mind using salt. And then he doesn't have his fucking leash on the thing, and he's just dragging his feet and shit, you know. Still like, picking his dog up, you know, and then go out of the spot, out of the zone. See, people like that, they don't deserve my fucking sugar, you know. As much as like I told you, man, it just sucks because I don't like to put negative shit in, but this is the real shit, man, the real life, you know, how people's attitude, you know what I mean? Like, people don't, not all, but I like to show like that, on that way you can see, right, that I'm not just saying shit like that. You know, like the security guard randomly just single me out because it's fucking 5 in the morning and they got nothing to do, right? So anyway, I was trying to ollie that, but then my brain was like thinking that motherfucker, you know? So then it threw me off, so I couldn't do it. So now I gotta get back to my chi again, you know? Cause you know what I mean? Like, it just, you know, it just sucks that there are people like that. But that's how it is, you know, when you're in the real world, you gotta deal with, you know? Gotta get back to my gotta try to build my confidence back again. It's funny, I see that little bar, I'm like, I don't think I need that anymore. I could probably switch ollie it now. And then I'm struggling to ollie it, you know? You get back with my chi. Fuck, man. See, now I'm trying too hard. Yeah, just one little incident, man. Like, throw your chi off, man. You know? This sucks. I was in the zone, and yeah, that's what the battle of the mind is, man. Like, my mind can't get that off my head, you know? The fucking dog and that guy. It's not the dog's fault, but I'm saying the fucking guy. Can't get it off my head. Now I'm like struggling to even ollie the bar. the key is speed, you know? Gotta get that speed going. I mean, it's pretty good. I got that one was nice. But that situation is lingering in my head, man. You know, it takes a lot of practice to do that, you know, to humble yourself and to not let things like that get to you. It's like when that guy came on a bike, I was trying to ollie up this. So I still got the manual pad that I gotta ollie before the end of the session. At least do that, you know. So I'm gonna keep practicing ollieing up that down and ollie the bar for a little bit, get my my ollie back, and then we'll get the manual pad last. I need to lean forward. I was like, fuck it, just do it. But then I kind of went kind of slow. Look what I found right in front of it. That's a big skate stopper. Listen. Ah, seriously? I thought I had it for sure because I did the 2 boneless. Dude. Lost my ollie, man. I lost my ollie. Lost my ollie, man. Yeah, the incident with that guy, it took me out, man. It kind of like I'm climbing a mountain and then he just cut my rope. So I'm trying to throw a new rope up, but it's not catching. It keeps falling down my rope, you know. Because that rope I had for sure. I was in the zone. Man, it's how skateboarding is, man. I mean, I'm sure like other sports too, but I'm just saying skateboarding because this is all I know, you know. Damn it. Oh, I gotta get my confidence back. Come on! Come on, man. I was like, now or never. I guess it's never. Can you imagine that was, this is the front side. Can you imagine if I try to do backside? It's twice as hard. Finally. Can you imagine freaking what's his name? Baca from for Baker. Guy's first name, anyway, last name Baca. You know who he is. He's doing that no slide shove it. He lives in Las Vegas. He rides the bus here like 8 hours, do the trick, or attempting to do the trick, no slide, and then shove it out. "27 times. 27 times he rode the Greyhound here and back for my war video. And then I was like, I kept thinking about that, you know? Thinking like, okay, I live in freaking Vegas. If I don't make this ollie, it's nothing, right? But I think that's pretty good, I think, for today. Got to tell some stories and shit, you know? Alright, man. Yeah. Hopefully the rain doesn't happen on Tuesday. So I want to do some more, you know? I don't want to go because I got so many tricks I want to learn on this. Mostly the ollies. I got to go practice the ollies. And hopefully my heel don't hurt, and I'm just gonna show must go on and just keep doing it. Alright, remember, go see your loved ones and your family, because the dead don't need shit, okay? And watch that movie if you want, you know? I'll put it in the description. And always keep on rolling, okay? Because running water don't go stale, you know? And always have fun. If you don't see me have fun, you know, you see me quit. And I'll be keeping the underground lit for you and me, you know, for sure. There's a public park police right there. Like, he pulled up over here, then he backed up, and now he's in the parking lot. I don't know, but he's trying to show. But yeah, man. Oh, because he saw a guy peeing behind the trash can. Yeah. Busted him. Alright, man. See you guys next time. Enjoy. Hi, boy. Bye, boy. Bye, boy. Hi, boy. Bye, boy. Got you, boy. Hi, boy. So, you don't think I'm biased, right? See that lady over there? I don't know if you can see it. Way over there. Anyway, she, that's what she does. She goes back and forth, right? She knows my shit's here. See? So I'm not just single out. That's a black lady. The other guy's a black guy, so... You know what I mean? People say, "Ah, you're fucking racist." No, look, there's a black lady right there. With the stroller. She goes there to the end, and then she goes this way. It's been doing like 4 times already, you know? Damn. I must have missed it when I was doing my exercise. Look. That's where all the blood is. Yeah, guy was bleeding bad. But it's weird, it's bleeding. And then it stopped. Huh. Yeah, the cop was asking me right there. Yeah, so there must have been a fight over here. I missed it. Piece of glass right there. Wonder if he got hit with a bottle or something. I don't know. Shit, crazy. What are we missing, baby? Hour. We got 3 hours left. You know what I mean? The low don't stop. That's all my clothes I'm taking. That's it. That's it, man. The low don't stop. Get out cart. You know what I mean? The low don't stop. Let's go outside. That's the next mission. Going to Walgreens. Get our drink a soda, and I'll put this away, and then we go. There we go. The load don't stop, baby. Take this apart. Go get buy two 12 pack. You know, get one free. And then get a case of water. We got about a little bit over 2 weeks left, maybe. Let's just say 2 weeks left, you know? Make it easy. Make it easy so we can take it easy. Anyway, yeah, so 2 weeks left, and then, you know, daylight savings, so we got more time, you know? You know I'm gonna sing that song, right? Time. Why you punish me like a wave crashing into the shore, washed away my dreams. I don't understand. Children killing in the street. So I'm gonna try to ride it out as long as possible, you know? Before we have to take it apart. So if it rains, we're screwed. But if it doesn't, we got Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, cause Sunday is my birthday, 54, baby. And then Mario's gonna come over. We're gonna go to Norm's, make a just a Mario video, talk, you know, just us, no skateboarding. So we have exactly 3 days left: Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. We'll see, cause it's supposed to rain all week. Hopefully not. Hopefully we'll get at least a Saturday, right? But who knows, you know? Who knows? Who goes, bro? You know what I'm saying? Alright, see you at the Walgreens. Here we are at Walgreens. So instead of, I think, the Coke and the water is like $40. I think I'm just gonna get the water, like I think it's 3 for $10. So I think I'm just gonna get 3 for $10. The water. There you go. $10. Make you hot. So yeah, I got the 3 water instead. It's like $12 cause CRV, you know. So you know, cause I got my tooth pulled on Thursday, 3 of them. So I'm trying to stick with the no sugar, you know. Even in my my coffee, sometimes I put like half a teaspoon or tablespoon, you know. But a lot of times I'm like, you know what I mean? Just trying to cut down the sugar, you know. So, all right, man. See you at the house, or I guess that's the end of the video. Just gonna go home and unload the water. Beautiful day. Laters. I'll bring it to you like Microsoft Xbox. bitch. I tell you to turn, man. I tell you to turn it off. Nung means one. Okay? Okay, bye. Okay, bye, 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 bye. 1, 2, 3. Two, 2. Skateboarding here, all alone. I'm sitting by myself, getting some water to make some coffee tonight. Sometimes I sit alone and I think, oh, Terry, why you had to leave? She says, I'll always be right there for you. I said, Terry, what you doing? She said, I'm just watching YouTube. There's no doubt she's in my heart every day. Alright, thanks for watching. You know what I'm saying? Don't see me have fun and see me quit, bitches.